Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Recently I had a question as to when making rocks whether you need a separator to get this out of the mold. Now I had in recent previous videos I'd done the tutorial on how to make a mold like this, and I thought, well, I hadn't done the video of how to make the rocks, so I thought this is a good opportunity to look at how I mold those and answer that question. Do you need a separator to get this out of the mold? The quick answer to that is no, I don't. You might if you want to, maybe some wax or else. I used to, but now I don't tend to because I have my blended paper mache paper here all ready to go. And what I actually do is, because that does not have any glue or anything in it, it's just straight paper, it doesn't tend to stick, but I take a thread like this and I zigzag it across the mold before I put my paper towels on. I put a layer of paper towels, which basically is the separator. They don't tend to stick unless there's undercuts on your mold, but I'm finding this is adequate. Next, I'm going to just particularly covering the edges of the paper towel, I'm going to now just fill the lumps and bumps and texture that's in it. It's not going to be very thick, just enough to fill that texture. I splat a bit on there, and then in a sort of a rolling action with my fingers, I steamroll it out, and the water makes it migrate a little bit so that you're sort of moving it ahead of your finger and only filling the texture as you go. By rolling it like that, you're squishing it into the textures, and your finger stops at the level of the plaster, so you end up just filling the texture. Now, if the mold was dry, it will suck up a lot of that water and it will be sort of damp but not wet. No water will come out of that. If not, and you've used it several times, you may have to soak up a little bit of water with a cloth, but until there's no water squishing out, take some cooked cornstarch and paint that over as a glue, and then with a piece of paper, photocopy paper in this case, I'm going to also paint that. And then work that into the texture as a backing. And with my fingers, just make sure it's making contact with the other lot. And I'm going to do a couple layers of that. 1, 2. And I can lay down some threads or strings as well between those couple layers of paper, just to add a bit of further strength to it. And I'll need to just add any extras to patch any holes. Now, concerning the separation, because the paper is in contact with the mold, has no glue, it's not that sticky. I'm going to put a board on top, then I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to lift it slightly, and encouraging it with those threads. If it's not too wet or dry, if it's the right moisture content, it will basically flop out of there while it's damp but not too wet. And in this case it came out fairly clean, except for that one little blob there that stayed in there, but I can patch that with some of that. Now I like to extend the paper backing beyond the edge of the mould so that I can take 2 pieces of panel that are done and glue the bits of paper together and then fill the joint with texture, with paper mache texture to hide the crack. And also paint the whole thing with a coat of cornflour glue to seal it. Integrate it into a panel, paint it, and then put it in your scenery.